Okay, let's move along to the needle groups. Needle groups are pretty much set up either round or flat. Your needle groups are basically different amount of needles soldered to the end of a needle bar in different configurations. Liners are primarily round needle groups. They can come in a variety of sizes such as a single, a 3, a 5, a 7, and a 9. They can also come in different tightnesses. They can go from very tight to super loose. These different needle groups allow you to control the type of line work that you would like to have in your tattoos. You can take it to super fine line all the way to thick and bold. You can also sculpt lines from thick to thin to give your tattoo a different feel or style. You can have total control over the variety of line work for different effects that you want to express in your artwork. I myself tend to stick with a tight 5, a tight 7, and a 9 liner for bolder line work, but I recommend you try them all to see what works best for your style. Now let's get into some shader needle groups. Shaders can be set up a few different ways. They can be round, flat, or magnums. I like to use round needles for smaller work myself. They allow me to get in there and really detail areas out that are small. I also like to use them for tightening up areas that are loose, close to the line or some sort of corner. They also have a different look and feel to their shading and color blending compared to the flat needle groups or magnums. The flat shader is exactly that, a group of needles that are laid flat with all the tips of the needle being trued or squared. They come in different groups of 4, 5, and 6. You can also make larger needle groups if you like. I myself don't use flat needles at all. I pretty much use rounds and magnums. So now that I mentioned magnums, let's talk a little bit about those. Magnums come in such a variety of sizes, it's kind of amazing if you ask me. You can get them in sizes such as 5, 7, 11, 13, 23, and go as crazy as 45 if you like. Magnum needles are set up similar to a flat, but the difference is every other needle is lifted higher. This gives the needle more of a paintbrush effect that makes your work have more of a painterly feel. It is the best needle that I like to use for color blending and shading. I highly recommend them. I myself use a 5, a 7, and 11, and for about 70% of my work I like to use a 7 Magnum. This needle group just really works well for me. But for yourself, like I said earlier, try a little bit of everything and see what works best for you.